Looking at our last team in the AFC West, the Denver Broncos, of course, taking Patrick Surtain in the first round at 9 overall. After that, it's all right. I mean, they got a running back in the second, a center later on, and to me, it's most. I don't see any outside of Surtain, which I thought was great, and then running back Javonte Williams, like cool. I don't know why they went running back in the second round. I
I don't
mean,
know either.
you have Melvin Gordon, and I know they have someone else too. Also, you let Lindsay leave at some
Lindsay
one
left,
time.
but they replaced him with somebody making about the same amount of money, which
Yeah, so
didn't
like
make
that,
any sense. And so this guy in the second round is going to be your third string running back, presumably, right? Like,
yeah. So it kind of odd. Whatever. I mean, there were so many other players on the board for them to take, but especially, I mean, offense was a little low. Maybe they could have went tackle, I guess. There, I don't think there's any really great receivers to pick up at 35 in the second round. So, whatever.
yeah, I think that they trade for Aaron Rodgers this year, or this is Vic Fangio's last year as a head coach. And I don't think he's a bad head coach. I don't think he's a bad defensive coordinator. But I mean, 4 or 5 straight losing seasons, like what do you expect to happen? He is on the hot seat this year.
Yeah, for sure. And this is something I was thinking about. Uh, to me, the Surtain pick doesn't make sense, right? You have a solid secondary. Sure, it's a younger guy and he's gonna be great. So awesome, whatever. Maybe you can then use someone else on the team as a trade. But what if this is a pick that is going to be traded to get Watson or to get Rodgers? Like this is a pick that they purely make because they know they're going to get a quarterback. They're happy with their defense and they are a quarterback away. That's what everyone is saying. And yes, there's Bronco fans who say Drew Lock is their guy. They just let him play this season, and you'll see he's a guy. I don't believe that at all, and I know you don't either. And I know a lot of people
John
don't.
Elway doesn't believe that.
Exactly. So like all these things, it's like no, you're going to. So what if I don't know? Do you think that's even a possibility that they would trade away Surtain to help offset what else they would have to give to get a Watson, to get a Rodgers, hell, to get a Wilson? Let's just throw him in there too. To get a car, like to get another big quarterback. Do you think like that's something that they would do? Because I
No.
wouldn't be surprised. Oh, all right, why not?
The reason, like the thing is that like I think that if you were going to do that, you would have traded the first round pick, right? I think that picks are immensely more valuable before you draft the actual player. I think that was one of the issues to a certain degree that the 49ers had, because they had tried to they called for about Rodgers before they moved up to the number 3 pick, right? And at that time, we didn't know everything that we know and now. And then they called about him again the day of the draft, right? And at that point, I think if you still had all those picks and you could have said, we'll give you then 3 first round picks for Aaron Rodgers, they obviously I think still would have needed to include more within that deal. I mean, maybe even Jimmy G, but I think that provides you a better haul than just getting the number 3 overall pick, which, yeah, maybe you get Trey Lance or somebody, but Jordan Love, hypothetically, is still your quarterback of the future and stuff. So I think you would have much rather have had 3 first round picks. I think it's difficult when you start moving some of these players because of the cap hits and everything else. And I don't think that Patrick Surtain at this point in time has proven enough to be what is his value? I mean, yeah, a top 10 pick, but like what does that actually mean going forward, especially for a Packers team that went ahead and drafted another corner in the first round as well. So I don't see the Broncos doing that. I do see the Broncos still trying to do everything they can to move heaven and earth to get Aaron Rodgers to be a Bronco, and that's why I think you do make the Patrick Surtain pick. But I see them coming in. I don't think that they pull it off. I think it's more likely that Aaron Rodgers retires than is a Bronco next year. And
He's going to go host Jeopardy.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that he can host Jeopardy and that doesn't affect anything. Like some people make
I know
about this. Like it's 53 days during the off season, like so it's fine.
Yeah, but he has a job lined up, right? He can retire.
Yeah, and he doesn't need the money. Like and frankly, there's nothing he could do that is going to really change people's perception of him. There's nothing he can do in the next 5 seasons to be better than Brady. He's not going to win 5 straight MVPs, 5 straight Super Bowls, and 5 straight Super Bowl MVPs, right? He's not going to be better than Brady as his contemporary. He's probably still going to go down as the most talented quarterback, or at least just the best arm to like ever play. But his legacy is effectively set. And so at that point, yeah, I just don't see the Broncos being able to do a whole lot. I'm going to be very surprised if the Broncos are not in last place this year.
Yeah, especially if they have Drew Lock. Yeah. Yeah, I gave him a B minus as well for just because I don't the second round is confused me and depth pieces
I'm
later
gonna
in the
go
draft.
C. I straight up like I did not
Okay.
understand not taking Justin Fields. Like because it's not even
That's
you
true.
brought
That's another
Bridgewater
thing
in,
too.
you don't even understand who your quarterback is at this moment in time. I I think Bridgewater is probably going to start over Lock. I don't know. Granted, I'll say all they gave up
Oh my god, I
was the
forgot
sixth
they
round
have
pick, right?
Bridgewater.
But like Bridgewater at least won't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
So you kind of have these two opposite quarterbacks. You have the strong armed young gunslinger, and you have the accurate veteran, but lower ceiling Teddy Bridgewater. I think for Fangio in that defense, Bridgewater makes substantially more sense this season. And who knows? Maybe Herbert goes down, maybe Carr goes down, and the Broncos can push for a wild card spot. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Or Mahomes go down. Just kidding. What is it? What's the backup there? Henny? Henny would pull it off. He already did. uh yeah. Yeah, I agree. I do think if Drew Lock's the quarterback, they're not they're fighting to get out of fourth.